What's going on, everybody? Scott here with a casual commentary video. Now, you will see some matchmaking gameplay in the background, and I'm going to touch a little bit on matchmaking, my experiences as a strictly pub player. I only got to play, I would say, maybe 6-7 games over 2 days, and it was a very different experience each day. On top of that, I'm going to be talking about some other things towards the end of the video, answering a couple questions that I got in my comment section. So we're just going to chill, sit back, and talk. So you'll see the gameplay footage in the background, playing with a couple people you may notice. And this was the first time I got to be in a pre-made team. We had a full 6, and the day prior, I was on a CTF map. I only got to play one game, and CTF, as many of you know, it's my least favorite game type. Which is funny, because it used to be my favorite back on the Xbox. I would go on 2 for it and just screw around for hours. But it's a bit of a different beast now, with like 4,000 engineers on every CTF map. And they have since taken out CTF from the matchmaking beta. I don't know if it's going to be taken out completely once the thing goes live or whatnot, but it was taken out at least for the stress tests. So I'm really happy about that. CTF was not fun. And I think most people played it like it was a pub, so we didn't have really a coordinated team or anything. And I pretty much played it like I would play CTF in a pub, where I just suicide in and try to grab the intel and take it back. We ended up losing, I think, 1-2, and they do like a 3 or 2 out of 3 wins for the CTF. And then they also added in a bunch of different other game types and whatnot. So you'll see we're playing on Badlands. And it was pretty cool because we were all in Mumble and we were actually coordinating stuff. And it kind of went against the competitive meta that you see if you play like lobbies or watch a Banny stream or something like that. The 2 scouts, 2 soldiers, medic, and whatever other classes. I don't even know because I don't play comp or watch comp or anything like that. But it was completely different. We had an engineer, we had a heavy, we had a couple demo men, a couple scouts at one point, a sniper, and it was really cool. I like the fact that they're not taking out any weapons or anything like that. There's no whitelist. I don't know. It might be scary in the future if a team decides to go like all engineer or something on a Koth map, which is in there. But I'm thinking once the matchmaking goes live, people are going to take it seriously, and the pubs are going to be the place where you see like all the friendly people and just like the tryhards and whatnot, or pub stompers, because they're not going to want to go up against people of equal like skill. They're going to want to just still pub stomp and whatnot. TF2, it's always been a casual game, and I think a lot of people like that about the game. If they don't, then they end up playing UGC or whatever the other comp leagues you can get into. They would play that, and then the majority of the people just play in the pubs. Now, as a person that has never played a competitive game besides 2 or 3 lobbies and that god-awful match against Froyotech, it was kind of eye-opening to me. It made me realize you do need to coordinate and actually talk to people and try to let them know, like, do call-outs. I know none of those things. I don't know any of the call-outs. I didn't even know that, like, say you have 2 scouts on your team, one's going to be aggressive and go in and try to get the point, and the other one's pretty much going to be passive and just try to protect the medic and stuff like that. So I played very passively in the games that you'll see in the background, and I've been talking to some of my comp friends that are heavily into it, and they're going to teach me the ropes. I'm going to take this matchmaking thing very seriously, because when I play TF2, I never really do like the friendly thing. I'll mess around sometimes and just goof around and whatnot, or I'll just go in pubs and practice my aim, but I'm excited to do something different and actually have what I work towards with playing hours upon hours of TF2 pay off, and at least have a rank or something to show for it. Like, I can top score in a pub like 4 or 5 games in a row, and then when I put up one video, I get dissected and they're like, oh dude, you missed too many shots or whatever. Like, I don't care if I miss shots because I'm just playing to play, and it's fun. Now that I actually have something that's going to keep track and keep my stats and whatnot, it'll push me to actually try to be better at the game instead of just half-assing it, fucking around, and just killing people because I wasn't hugged enough as a child. So I'm looking forward to that aspect of it. It's really cool because I have quite a few friends that play TF2, so we're already going to have teams made up. And the day that I played CTF, the first day, I did a solo queue, which was just absolutely horrible. So if anybody hasn't tried the stress test, the one thing I would suggest is definitely play with your friends. If you go into a solo queue, you can't make the other people talk. You can't make them call out or anything like that. So I was at a huge disadvantage that first round, and it was on CTF, so it wasn't fun anyway. So once matchmaking goes live, or if I get into the beta, I will be putting up more videos just about matchmaking. And I was kind of thinking about doing a series where I start off my matchmaking career having no competitive experience, and just kind of like maybe weekly or bi-weekly or something, just do a quick video to see if I'm improving, kind of like a live journal for all you people that remember that, but in video form. And I'm not 100% on that. I don't know if I'll do it, because a lot of times what happens is I could play the game really, really well, but I have to focus on the game. I'm not one of those people that can, play the game, watch a Twitch chat, and then talk to all my friends in Twitch. Like, I usually just play with music playing in the background. I'm completely zoned out on the game. So I have to train myself how to actually pay attention and talk to people at the same time. So that's as far as I'm going with the matchmaking thing. I'll continue to show the gameplay in the background. And like I said, it's not the best. I'm still trying to figure out a role in a competitive setting. And then on top of that, I've been playing a ton of Overwatch lately. Now, if you had a chance to play Overwatch at like PAX or the beta, stress weekend, whatever, you'll know it is a completely different beast than TF2. And it's kind of hard. Like with TF2, I have my mouse on a higher setting, and then Overwatch, it's already so like fast, the way the crosshairs aim and everything like that, that I have to actually turn down my sensitivity. So I'm kind of caught in a vicious cycle of playing Overwatch, going to TF2, rage quitting because I suck with my aim, and then going back to Overwatch. And I'm not really going to stop playing either game. I'm in the beta. I kind of feel like it'd be a slap in the face to Grizzly and everybody else that wants to play if I didn't play it, because I really do enjoy the game. It's a fun game, but it's a very different game than Team Fortress. Now, speaking of Overwatch, I will be putting some Overwatch content on the channel. I haven't done much, and I don't really think that Overwatch is the type of game that I would devote myself to. You never have to worry about Team Fortress videos being off the channel. Overwatch is fun, it's new, it's fresh, but even though I probably put like 50 hours into it over the past couple weeks, my heart still belongs to TF2. There will be some videos up, and if you watch them, cool. If not, cool. I completely understand. I know TF2 fans usually just stick with TF2 and then the occasional like offshoot game. On top of that, I'll probably be putting up random reviews here and there. I used to do reviews all the time. I enjoyed it, so I'll be putting those back up. And then I want to try to mix it up a little bit. Maybe just like Fridays. Fridays I'll put a different game up, because TF2 and Overwatch, I don't want to just play those. I realize I have like 1,000, not 1,000, like 600 something games in my Steam library, and I never really touch any of them. I've actually quit buying games because there's no point, because I don't play anything but TF2, and now I've been playing Overwatch, and I kind of feel like I'm cheating on TF2 in the process as well. So look forward to those. I'm going to also rebrand my second channel that's been out there for a while. It has like 4 or 5 videos on it. It's really horrible right now. But I think I'm going to put up videos that are like very low edit, stuff like that. If I come across something funny when I'm recording, I'll put it up on that channel just to kind of like flex my video making muscle a little more. A lot of times I want to put stuff up on this channel, but I know with it being like a main TF2 channel, even Star has the issue of people not liking his other videos when they're not TF2 related. My channel has never been strictly a TF2 channel. I think one of my first videos was like a Left 4 Dead video, or even had a COD video up at one point. So I don't want to just be pigeonholed into strictly TF2, but TF2 is the game that I play the most, so that's going to reflect on my channel as well. And then speaking of content, a couple of people were asking about what happened to the noob tips. When I made the don't use the rocket jumper video, it was I was kind of being like a smartass. Like, yeah, I was teaching or informing on a topic, but I was being a smartass. And the pyro video was supposed to be next. What happened was I made a video about, using M2 And then the Tough Break update came out like a couple days after I started working on the video. So it kind of fucked up everything that I had worked on. So I started to redo it. I took all that out and added in like, oh, now Valve actually wants you to M1 and M2. And then like I had this whole segment about the flog, and then they fucking nerfed the flog. So it like three times I wasn't even gonna do that video anymore. I got pissed off. I just quit it. And then I kind of thought like that whole series, the first video I was doing it basically to be like a mild smartass. I wasn't trying to like embarrass anybody or anything like that, but I just thought it was funny, and the series would have focused more on like the negative side while teaching something informative, and I didn't really want to go down that route. I don't really do that stuff as far as like trying to focus a negative light on things and whatnot, unless it's engineers on Koth. Fuck that shit. You know, that's just me. So I don't know. I probably won't do that. I'm trying to like retweak some old stuff that I used to do TF2 wise, because there's only so much you could do with pub play, and everything else is so played out. Like people always complain about like, oh, you're copying so and so. It's a fucking 9-year-old game. Like there's only so much stuff you could do anymore. And if Star did a Uber Chaitin video 3 years ago, Muselk does one this year, everybody jumps down his throat. People accuse me of stealing Muselk's loadout. Like, everybody gets accused of copying people, but in reality, there's only so much you can do. So I'm trying to focus on, like, at least semi-original content, trying to do stuff that other people aren't doing. But even then, it's like, there's only so much you can do. I don't want to make another live comm, like, let's check out this weapon combo for the 5,000th time video, unless I go back to, like, sub-suggested or something like that. I don't know what's coming in the future for my TF2 content, but I will never stop doing it. Especially now I started playing again, and my aim is getting better. I'm continuing to practice daily just so I can get to the point where I was before I started playing Overwatch. So expect more of that in the future. I actually have a video coming out, I think like Thursday. I have a culling video. I've been streaming a lot more, so if you want to watch me stream and hang out and stuff like that, I'll put a link in the description box. And then, I don't know, thanks for 40k. I hit 40k. I was going to do a loadout backpack video, which was suggested in the comment section, but Array7 just put one up, and I didn't want to deal with the whole, oh my god, you fucking copied Array. It would have been my third loadout video over the course of the last 4 years, but I still would have gotten it, so I didn't want to fuck with that. So that's it for now. Thank you for watching this babble of a video. I do appreciate it. If you have any questions for me, you want to do any suggestions or anything like that, leave it in the comment section below. I will go through all of the comments and reply and everything like that. And until next time, guys, take it easy. Peace.